guys, how's it going today? Chelsea here, and I'm excited. Today's video, I'm going to bring you my enormous manga collection. Okay, it's not enormous, but I still love manga. If you haven't noticed, I read more manga probably than I do anything else on this channel. For some reason, I've just always been really intrigued by them, and I just appreciate them so much more than any other, like, book, I guess. I just really love the art form. I love the fact that most manga are done by an artist and a writer, like one person typically. Sometimes you'll have a couple people working on them, but typically they are done by the artist and the writer. So I just find that very awesome and fun that this person has to be double talented in order to create this work of art. I just want to show you all the manga that I have right now, and I will continue to buy them and collect them and gain them and have them gifted to me because they are very important to me to have. I used to have even more, but I tend to, when I find one that I don't like, I re-gift it to a family member or a friend, or I trade it in for a new one, or I sell it or donate it. I do one of those things with the ones that I don't like. Okay, I guess I'll first start off with the finished sets that I have. I only have a couple of series that I've completely finished and collected all of them because I either can't find some of the ones that I have now, I'll have to order them online, or I have not, like, the series has not finished yet. Or maybe I've stopped collecting them completely. You know, you never know. There's lots of reasons. First, I have Fruits Basket. I collected Fruits Basket back in high school when it first started really becoming popular. I was like, I want to start reading manga all of a sudden. And I found this one at a Books A Million. These are extras that came out based off of the anime manga. This is a journal, and I've already filled it out. I filled it out years ago. It's, let me read the first date on here. It's from December 8th, 2006 is when I first started filling this out. So that's how long ago I got this. And then this is a planner that was made that came out after a while, and I never used it. I don't know why I never used it. I guess I just wanted to own it. It had stickers in it. It might still have them in here. I just pretty much have this empty, useless planner with Fruits Basket stuff on it. It has a cute illustration of Tohru and Kyo and Yuki on the front. It's just so cute, and I love Fruits Basket so much. I paid around $13 for it because I bought all of these brand new. Like, all of these manga I bought brand new. This was $9.99. So yeah, I love this illustration on the back. Her art is so cute. I don't care what you say. Like, I love Fruits Basket. Okay, so those are not actually manga, but they're in my collection, so I wanted to show them. Next, I have another not manga. This is the Fruits Basket fan book for the cat. I don't really know why this was released. She just made a book with a bunch of extras in it, never before seen connections between characters and stuff, bios, and the Tale of the Zodiac. There's even like little colored things of like official merch that was made in Japan. There's little figurines. It shows her process of making the art digitally. It has some beautiful, like, I don't know, like, it's just got a bunch of random stuff and like the process of her making the comic. But yeah, that's pretty much all this is. It's just a fan book with a bunch of extras in it, and it's got that cute little illustration of them on the back. I love it so much. This one was $10.99 full price. Now I have a bunch of just regular novels of this series to show you. I'm just gonna go through the covers just so you can see them. They are in a little bit rough shape. I love keeping my books in perfect condition as I read them. You know, they're gonna get a little cracked or a little used, but I let a friend borrow these in high school and they did not treat them very well. You can tell at some point I stopped letting them borrow them because they did not take very good care of my books. So the first few look really rough, and I kind of I hate that I let them borrow them. Like, I do not appreciate the lack of care that was given to these books. Like, you can see I've had to tape, and they're just in rough condition, but they're still readable. It's even really dingy. Like, I guess she smoked, like her household smoked, so it's really, you know, dingy, but whatever. I can't smell it, so it doesn't matter to me. But this is volume 1. And the original art. This is the one that made me start reading Fruits Basket. I picked this up, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I read about it on the back, a very simple synopsis, which I'll read for you right now. A family with an ancient curse and the girl who will change their lives forever. Tohru Honda was an orphan with no place to go until the mysterious Soma family offered her a place to call home. Now her ordinary high school life is turned upside down as she is introduced to the Soma's world of magical curses and family secrets. Discover for yourself the secret of the Zodiac and find out why Fruits Basket has won the hearts of readers the world over. Just kind of took it up on a whim, and it became like my favorite manga series ever. So this is volume 1. This is volume 2. It has the Prince Yuki on it. These are all $9.99, by the way. This is volume 3 with Kyo Soma on the front. Has him on the back, and it's dented as well. This is my favorite character, Shigure Soma, or Shigur, however you say it. I love him so much. He is amazing. And it has his little doggy reading a book on the back. This is volume 5. It has Kagura Soma on it. I highly recommend this series. Like, seriously, if you have not read it yet or watched it, they are re-releasing the anime on Funimation now. It's simul-dubbed, so every week you get a new episode. We're currently on episode 3, and it was fantastic. I scream every episode because they reveal a new character, or I get to hear something redone very well, better than the original anime. So I'm just really excited. We're about to meet Kagura. This is volume 6. It has Momiji Soma, and if you don't know, the original anime stops at this volume. Stops at volume 6. All of the new anime that's coming out is going to be continuing all the way through books 23, because there are 23 books in this series and they stopped at 6 for some reason. I'm excited to see where that goes. Volume 7 features Hitori Soma. He is a doctor and he is very yummy, 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 yummy. I like anime boys, if you can't tell, and it has that on the back. Volume 8 has Hatsuharu Soma, who is beautiful. He is a beautiful, I'm pretty sure he's like bisexual or something. He's a very interesting character. I really like him, and I cannot wait to see him in the actual anime. They're all voiced by their original voice actors, mostly. There's a couple that aren't, but all of my favorite characters are voiced by their original voice actors. Volume 9 features a Yame Soma. He is very fabulous. You can see from his purple clothing, he is a fashion designer, so he always looks fabulous. Volume 10 features Miss Kisa Soma, who is the tiger, and it's very cute. Look at that little illustration. Oh, the art is just so cute, y'all, and the color on the front is just so nice and pastel-y. I just love these characters, and I love this series so much. Volume 11 features Hiro Soma. He looks like a little boy that's just ready to start some crap, fight you. He's real spicy. And there's the little animal on the back. Volume 12 features Ritsu Soma. He dresses in women's clothing, but I'm not sure if, I think he just identifies as a male, but anyways, we'll see how they do that in the new anime. It's a little confusing to me. I think it's a very cool character to include in the series, and definitely a not as popular character, but I feel like he should be. Volume 13 is the one I'm currently rereading right now. This has Rin Soma on the front. She is a character that was never in the anime because she doesn't come out until like later in the series. And there's the little horse. She's very fun and dark and has like a messed up past, but I cannot wait to see what they do with this character and who voices her. They have not released that information yet. Number 14 also features a character that was never in the original anime. His name is Karino Soma. He is the rooster, which they actually, spoiler, they make him a sparrow for some reason. I don't know why they didn't want to make him an actual rooster. I'm sure all of that stuff will be explained in the new anime, maybe better than it was in the original. Pretty cute. Volume 15 shows the infamous Akito Soma, who is the head of the household, and you can see how androgynous and mysterious they look. And there's a little flower on the back. This is the person who pretty much is the reason all of this is happening. Volume 16 features our friend Uo, who is Tohru's one of her best friends. She has two best friends, and this is one of them. She is a bad A girl who was a member of a gang. She got out of that life. She's just really, really cool. I love this character. I also really like the new voice actress that plays her. I forgot what her name was. It's really great. I can't wait to see what they do with her backstory because it was kind of glazed over in the original anime, and in the actual manga it is a very beautiful story about Tohru's mother and how this girl got out of being in a dark place. Volume 17 features Miss Hana, which is her other best friend. She is very dark, gothic-y looking. Has that little black flower on the back. She has these waves that she senses from people, like kind of like an aura, I guess. And she can kind of telepathically read about people in a way. It's very limited, but it really is kind of weird. And people make fun of her for it. They are creeped out by her. She has a really, really good backstory. I really hope they give it its full worth in the new anime, because the original didn't touch it at all. Like they might have said like one little bit of it in an episode. But her backstory is so sad and sweet and dark, and I just can't wait to see what they do with it. She's definitely a undermined character who I think deserves more recognition. Volume 18 features Shishao. I forget how you say his name. I've never heard it really spoken, maybe once in the anime. It's a long time ago, y'all. I haven't watched the original in a long time. I'm watching the new one though. And he is Kyosoma's sensei, and he teaches him, you know, martial arts and all of that stuff, and also kind of his father figure. So this is this lovely person. He used to have a ponytail, but I guess in this volume they cut it off. Volume 19 features one of Yuki's best friends. I forget what his name is. I've got to find it. He is so funny. I haven't gotten back to this volume yet. Well, I can't find his name, and I cannot remember it because I haven't gotten there yet when rereading it. But he is a very fun, quirky, hilarious, weird character that I can't get enough of. I can't wait to see who plays him in the new anime. It's going to be very fun. I hope they get a good cast member because his personality is so explosive and fun. I'm really excited to see what they do with it. Volume 20 features another friend of Yuki's. She is a student council member, and she looks very familiar. I know there's a new series that's Fruits Basket Another Fruits Basket. I can't remember. It's like a spinoff, I think. And it has a character that looks similar to her on the front. I can't tell if it's Tohru again, or if it's a child of someone, or if it's her. I'm gonna have to get it. I don't know anything about it. I've literally just found out it exists, and I've got to have it. But this is her on the front of this cover. Very kind of basic-y. It's in perfect condition. I read it once or twice. Yeah, that's volume 20. Volume 21 features another character that I can't remember who they are. I think this is Kyo's mom. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. It's been so long. I'm gonna have to reread them. I will figure it out though. But it is very pretty and very dark looking. She looks like she might be an evil character. We will see. Volume 22 features another character that I cannot remember the name of. As they go on, you know, there's a lot more characters, and it's been so long since I've read these that I do need a refresher, so I can't wait to get back to them. But yeah, he's very handsome looking and just kind of chilling. And the last volume, volume 23, features Tohru's mother. She looks so happy, and the whole story is, you know, about Tohru's forgiving people and herself, and about this character influencing Tohru. And it's just so pretty, and I love her so much. She's such a good mom, like best anime mom ever. You don't really see a lot of anime parents out there, but she is a great one. Definitely. But yeah, that's all of my Fruits Basket. I know it's a lot, but it really flies by whenever you're reading them little volume by little volume. I can't wait to finish this new series that they're making. It's going to take a while because this is obviously going to be multiple seasons if they do it properly. They have the first one labeled as first season, so I'm really excited that they're going to stay true to the manga. Like, the first 3 episodes are not even out of the first book yet, so it's going to be a long ride. Yeah, let's get to the next series I have, which is Absolute Boyfriend. Now, if you've never heard of Absolute Boyfriend, it is a girl is young and trying to figure out how relationships work, and so she buys this robot guy, and he teaches her how to have a relationship / possibly sexual things. It's not itchy, but it's not itchy, if that makes sense. It was $8.99 per volume. This is the first volume, which features our main robot guy. His name is Knight. She purchases him. You can see the little thank you note in his mouth. And he's going to teach her how to properly be a girlfriend, or whatever that means. And it's very cute and sweet. Like, this is a really cute series. Yeah, that's volume number 1. This is for older teens. Volume 2 features my favorite character, which is Soshi Asamoto. It has a little thing on the back about them, like a little bio. They're all like 16 years old. So this is kind of strange, and he's her neighbor, and they've been friends for a long time. This is just a really good series. You should read it. I love the colored, beautiful illustrations on the front too. Volume 3 features this character who sells her the robot. His name is Gaku Namikiri, and he's very quirky and fun. Volume 4 features 2 characters on the front. One is Toshiki, and the other one is Yuki. I can't remember anything about these characters. For some reason, when I read a manga, I read it and then I have to reread it a few times. There's just so many characters, there's so much going on that's why you never get rid of them, because you can reread them constantly. I have no idea who these people are, but I did at one point. Volume 5 features a adorable little chibi knight. He's in a little cup, like a teacup. I forget what the context is for this. I have volume 6, which is the final volume. It's a very short manga, and it has the main girl character who buys the robot. Her name is Riko Izawa, and she's so pretty and cute and just kind of hipstery in her style. I love her clothing style in this. Like, it's not typical anime girls clothing style. It's a little alternative, and you can see she's got like her nails painted dark. And I just like her as a character. She's very cute and interesting, but not perfect anime girl like typical series have them. But yeah, that is all I have of that one. It is very short, but very good. There's also a live action movie of that was never translated, I don't think, into English. So if you're interested, maybe you can find a subtitled version of that movie. I'm very interested in watching it. I have no idea if it's good or not, but I wish they would make it into an anime. Okay, the next series I have, it's not even completed. I've read the whole series though. It has 8 books in total. That is Chobits, which is kind of like the opposite of Absolute Boyfriend. Absolute Boyfriend is like the girl bought the robot that's a guy, and this one it's a guy has the robot that's the girl. I just really like that concept, and they're very popular. This is volume 1 of Chobits. Very pretty art style, like gorgeous art came from this series and this group of people. I think Clamp is the one who came out with this. A group of people, and they make multiple series within the same kind of universe, because Chi appears, that's the main character, Chi right here, the Persicom robot lady. She appears in multiple Clamp series, but maybe a little bit different. So volume 1 features her. Volume 2 I don't have. I also don't have 3 and 4. I did read them in a store somewhere, but I did not have the money to buy them. So I do need to finish this collection, but I do have volume 5. I think I got the random volumes when they were on sale one time, so that's why I have such random numbers. But look how pretty, and like her hair is everywhere, but it's pretty. I have volume 6, and by the way, these are older teen books. Like, these are not for kids, 18 plus for sure. They talk about very adult material. You can see some nudity in these, but this one's very pretty as well. Volume 6. There's also a lot of romance and a lot of really dark, deep meaning behind a lot of things, and some really pretty stuff going on. And it's sci-fi, apparently. I'm seeing this little tag on the back of it that says sci-fi. Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense. This is volume 7. I don't have the final volume either. I've got to finish my collection. I want to reread it again someday. Next, I have a series that I've never heard ever, like, anyone talk about it. It was another just kind of, I picked it up at Books A Million one day and decided I was going to read it. And it's called Kaga Tora. It's about this ninja who is hired to protect this princess, I guess. I forget if she's a princess or if she's just a important person in the family, but he's supposed to teach her how to defend herself and how to take care of herself, and they end up kind of falling in love, and he's not supposed to. It's very disgraceful. So it's about that beautiful story, and I really, really like it. It's very cute. It has them on the back in chibi form. Volume 2 has him and her on the front again, and it's very pretty, very consistent art style, very cute. Volume 3 has them both on the front again, but in a different pose, and she has this little fan and maybe like a festival garb. Maybe they go to a festival. It's been so long. Like I said, I reread the heck out of my manga. I have no idea what's happening. Volumes 4 and 5, which are not the end, obviously, just have them by themselves on the front. I thought that was an interesting choice, but he is still there, and she's not on this one though. That's very strange. She's on the back though, nursing him, but they're very cute, and that's all I have of this series so far. I'm definitely gonna have to find these online because they're definitely not in stores anymore. Most of the manga I want to finish are not in stores. Next, I have a series that was very popular back in the day, and I haven't heard anyone talk about it in years. It's called D and Angel. I want to finish it, but it is a little childish. I have gone back to rewatch it and reread it, and maybe I need to keep going. I need to start over from the beginning and keep reading it, but it is a lot more childish than most of the series that I watch. It's age 13 plus, but it feels more like 10 plus in my opinion. And it's not bad, but it's about this character called Dark. His name is Dark. There's so many dark characters. And Daisuke, which is this kid, turns into Dark at a certain time and blah, blah, blah. He has to do all these questy things where he steals stuff from people for some reason. But that was volume 1 featuring Daisuke. This one is volume 2 featuring Dark. Volume 3 has Daisuke and Dark on the front of it. I really like Daisuke in the anime. He's a very cute character. Another character on the back. Volume 4 has him with his little animal friend with, I forget how you say it. But all of these were $9.99. They're in the fantasy genre. And the last volume I have, which is definitely not the last volume, is volume 5. It has Dark on the front of it, and it's very pretty. But I do want to continue this. It's really good, and even though it's a little childish, sometimes that's fun, you know? It's fun to read something you enjoyed years ago. Okay, the next series I have is called Full Moon. Now, if you don't know, the anime is called Full Moon wo Sagashite. I don't know how you say it. I really don't. But I don't know what that really means, and you can even see it on the back. Right here it says that, and on the front it says that, but on the spine it doesn't. I guess they just couldn't fit it, I don't know. But volume 1 looks like this. It's about this character named Mitsuki, I forget how you say it, but she is very young and she is dying of throat cancer. She wants to be a singer, and so it goes through how she does this and how things are going. It's a very, very sad series. It's rated for teen. I think it should be rated older teen because it deals with like suicide and murder and stuff like that, like very lightly. Like not so much murder, but more of like self-harm and like depression and sadness, very much so. This was $8.99 per volume, but it really is a drama, and I think that it shouldn't be read by children, I think. It's just a little too dark in my opinion. The anime was so good. I cried so much more than I have in any other anime watching this. It was so beautiful and sad, and also really happy at the same time. Like, I can't really explain it without spoiling everything. This is volume 1, also very beautiful art by Arina Tanemura. Volume 2 shows our character Takuto and Mitsuki on the front again. Very cute art, colorful, fun, a very, very specific art style for sure. Volume 3 features Mitsuki again with her love interest. I forget what his name is. Oh my god, I can't remember. Volume 4 features Mariko, which is another fun character that you'll get to figure out about, and Mitsuki. Two lovely ladies, very pretty, cute. She has bunny ears. It's so pretty. Volume 5 features Mitsuki, and I'm guessing that's her love interest. I'm not quite sure, I can't really tell, but very elaborate, crazy artwork going on here. Volume 6 features two characters that I don't remember, and Mitsuki. As you'll figure out, you know, my memory is garbage when it comes to manga, so I'm definitely happy that I keep them so that I can reread them over and over again. Volume 7 just has Mitsuki on the front in like this really pretty angel outfit. She becomes a singer, she gets these cute costumes, like her stage costumes, and this is, I guess, one of them. Like a magical girl, kind of. Oh, this is the final volume. I guess I have this entire one too. That's crazy, I thought it was longer than that. Okay, I have all 7. I definitely need to reread it because it's definitely one of my favorites, and it was in Shoujo Beat originally. Okay, new day, new shirt, who dis? So I ran out of footage on that camera, I had to start on a new one, so that's why it's a different day and all that. Yeah, let's get back into it. Next I have my Inuyasha Viz Big Editions. These are 3 volumes in one. They're huge. They take a bit longer to get through because they are so much more. They are so cool. I love having them all in one because, as you know, Inuyasha is a fairly long manga. I have always wanted to read it. I love Rumiko Takahashi. She does some amazing work. I'm just really excited to get through this and actually know how the actual story goes instead of just watching the anime and hoping that it's correct. Because that's the problem with anime and manga, is like the manga is what the artist truly wanted, like that's what they were going for, and the anime sometimes gets watered down or shortened or just cut in pieces because they had to do it for time or money or whatever the reason. I'm excited to get through this one. Volume 2 just features Inuyasha himself, and all of these are original illustrations from the artist. It has a cute little shippo on the back. Volume 3 has my favorite character, Miroku, on there. And it also features Shippo, Kagome, and Inuyasha with his sword. And on the back, we have Sesshomaru. Volume 4 has Kagome and Inuyasha from one of the infamous first volume scenes where she's playing with his ears, because He's got ears. And then there's Sungo on the back, who is a new character, I think, within this volume. Very cute covers. Volume 5 is probably my favorite so far. It has the whole crew on here. Gome Shippo, Yasha, Moroku, Sungo, Kilala. And on the back, we have Miss Kana. In the volume I'm currently reading right now, I'm that far into it. Just has Inuyasha on the front. And oddly enough, like, you know, I scanned the book covers to add them to my Goodreads list. Oddly enough, this one doesn't match the cover that's on Goodreads. Like, all of the rest of them have been the same so far, and this one doesn't look the same. Like, it looks totally different from the one I'm seeing online. I don't understand why, but there's Kilala. That's the one I'm reading right now. Some interesting things are going on. I love how many things they legitimately left out of the anime and I'm getting to experience while reading the manga. Like, there's so much more that was just left out. And then the last two that I have not read, they're definitely not the end of the series, is Volume 7, which has the whole crew on the front again. This lovely illustration, very moving and colorful. I just love her art. It's so cute. And it has Kikyo on the back. Her eyes look a little wonky to me. And then I have the last volume that I have, which is volume 8. It has human form and half-demon form Inuyasha on the front. And then we have Mr. Koga on the back. I love the way that he looks in this. Like, it's so cool how she got the texture of his furry armor. Okay, next I have my My Hero Academia collection so far. I'm a bit behind, but I have volumes 1 through 5. The first volume is really, really pretty. I love this volume. It has Deku and All Might, and then a bunch of the professional heroes in the background, if you can't tell. It was $9.99 full price. I think I got them like buy 2, get 3rd free or something. I mean, that's not too bad. You get 1 free. Volume 2 features Deku and Bakugo on the front. This one's also a gorgeous cover. Like, all of these covers are beautiful. Like, I love it. This is a shonen, so it's more action-packed, but there's also a little bit of romance in these, just a little bit. And there's so many characters. That's why I love this show so much, because I have a thing for a lot of characters. This is volume 3. It has the villain and then some more of the classmates on the front of it. These are 14. Volume 4 features the main group of the class mostly. There's a few extras thrown in there, but my favorite character is Ida Tenya. He is super cool and voiced by the J. Michael Tatum that I love so much. And the last volume that I have currently is volume 5, who has Todoroki on the front. It has his backstory within this volume, and it's very interesting. You can see his dad, and he has a lot going on. He is, I think, the fan favorite character. A lot of girls love the dark, brooding character that has a lot of issues. That's this character. Then I have 3 volumes. My Girlfriend's a Geek. I think I got this, I got this from my friend Matt. He gave this to me as a gift. It's very cute, and I want to reread it and gather the rest of them. It's for older teen, and it was $10.99 per volume. It might have been done as like a buy 2, get 1 free. I don't know. I didn't really ask. Very cute art. It's about this girl who is a geek, like she's an otaku nerd kind of person, and her boyfriend's like dealing with that, and as you can see, she's got handcuffs on him. That's interesting. And then we have volume 2 here, which is very cute as well. The art style is very precious, and on the back it looks like that. And like I said, I don't remember hardly anything about these. Like, it seems like, oh, you own all these books that you've read, you would remember everything. Not necessarily. That's why I keep them, so I can reread them over and over and over. It's very pretty. I just love the art on manga. Like, that's like my main thing with manga, is just wanting to look at the pretty pictures and read the pretty words. Next, I have the only 3 volumes I have of another one called Arista. It is a story about a girl who, twin sisters, one has a perfect life, someone commits suicide, it's a little dark, and one sister pretends to be the other one who killed herself. So this is very dark. I want to finish it because I think it is so interesting, but it says ages 13+, but once again, it's mature content in the sense of, like, you know, suicide and dark things. So I wouldn't recommend this to every 13-year-old or younger. I would definitely say you need to be probably 16-ish to be able to handle stuff like this. And even then, that's questionable. You know, everything is up to you, but I personally think that that's a pretty heavy subject. And then I have volumes 2 and 3. They're very, very pretty. And they always have the sisters on the front. I want to continue it. I love the art style and I love the covers. It's from the creator of Kitchen Princess, which I've heard is really good, but I haven't read that either. So next I have my second ever manga series, I think. It's called Ranma Half. It's by the same author as Inuyasha. So Rumiko Takahashi, this was one of her older series that she did. The first edition was published in 1993, so I was 2 years old. Quite a thick first volume, and it has some really fun art. It's about this character named Ranma who has a father, and they land in a cursed pond, and he gets to turn into a woman whenever he gets wet, and then he gets to turn into a panda when he gets wet. They fell in two separate cursed, like, haunted lakes or something like that. And so it's a little convoluted, but it's really fun. Like, it's a very fun, action-filled martial arts anime, and it has a lot of romance. I've watched some of the anime, have not watched a ton of it, but I've read a good bit of the manga, and I want to continue it, but I have to find these online because they definitely do not sell these in stores anymore unless you go to like a used store and get lucky. Volume 2 and 3. They all have such beautiful artwork on them. I even left the sticker that says from the creator of Inuyasha on the front. This one has a stain on it. Something happened that makes me really upset. But they have Ranma's female and male form on the front of this one, and then this one just has the female form along with Ryoga, who is another cursed person who turns into a pig. I am spoiling some of this, but that's okay. It's really old. The likelihood of you guys picking these up is probably pretty low unless you're just really interested. This one has the main girl on it, and then this one has one named Shampoo, who you can see has a kitty for good reason. Volumes 4 and volume 5. Look how cute the artwork is on these. They're so fun and colorful, and that's just, oh, that's gorgeous. That's the female Ranma again, and then there's Shampoo on the back. And then this one also has, I think that's also female Ranma. It's hard to tell. It's such a cute, colorful, fun cover. And then on the back it has the three main ladies. I am such a book cover snob. Like, I know that's very superficial or whatever, but I love pretty book covers and I can't stop talking about them. These both are green for some reason. Volumes 6 and 7. This one has Ranma female in regular form, and then this one has him as a female. Very cute with his father in the background. Just, these feel a little bit thinner, I think. So these were smaller versions, volumes. Both very pretty and action-packed. Volumes 8 and 9 are both very gorgeous, also very colorful, and a lot of pastels going on in this world. This one has the three main women on it, and this one has Ranma in his female form again. And there's Ryoga in his human form on the back of that one. And there's a new character who I forget her name. I know it's harder to pronounce than the rest. Volumes 10 and 11 also feature these gorgeous covers. This might be my favorite cover. It's like a tropical paradise kind of thing with Ranma's female form also on the back, and then Ranma and a bunch of chibis of other characters behind him. Shampoo and female Ranma on the back. These were originally $9.99 each as well, and I think I got most of them on sale during like a buy two get one free thing, because that's where I got most of my manga, was Books A Million back in the day. These are for older teens, by the way. And the last two I have of Ranma Half are 12 and 13. There's definitely a lot more. I don't remember how many more, but I have not finished the series and I need to reread them and then collect the rest before I go on to a new series, which I have a problem with. I don't finish things, but I do want to finish it just to know how it ends. It has her on there, and once again we have them, and then Ryoga. The last three manga that I own ever at this moment would be 3 random editions of things that I just kept over the years because either they were single edition type series or I just haven't gotten any more of them. I have this Manga, which is like a anime version of a manga. It has like screenshots from the TV show in here, but I don't know why they did this with certain volumes. But this is the episode. It has the episode in here where Miroku is introduced, and he is my favorite character. So I got this years ago. It's volume 6 of the Manga, and I kept it. I just really liked being able to, for the 3rd time, see my favorite character introduced because I'm obsessed. And then I have this one shot, I think, called Angel Dust, and it has this gorgeous artwork on the front of this girl. And I've never heard of anything like this. It's just a one-shot kind of thing, and I'll have to reread it again someday. But it's very beautiful. Has some very nice artwork in there. If I can find, it's about an angel I don't know, it's very unique and it's 13 plus. I paid $11 for this, full price. I think it was originally in New Type USA. Y'all remember that magazine? And then I have the first volume of Yu Yu Hakusho, which is my favorite, like it's in the top 3 of my favorite anime ever. So I wanted to read it because of course, you know, they leave out a lot of stuff and it's very old. Like, look at that art. Oh my gosh, so cool. And what is this? Like, what is that? It's not in the anime. So I'm excited to continue this series eventually. These are very hard to find because they don't sell them in stores anymore. So I'm trying to collect them slowly but surely, like I said with every other series. This is the world's most popular manga. I don't know if that's true, but it is one of my favorite series ever, and I'm excited to finish reading them. This was only $7.95 full price. Strangely enough, it was cheaper. Yu Yu Hakusho is a fantastic series, and if you have not read it or watched it, I highly recommend it. But yeah, that's enough talking. I'm sorry if you got bored at all during this video, but at the same time, not really, because manga has always been something I've loved and I love talking about, and I love reading it and looking at it. Every time I go to the bookstore, I always end up at the manga section, whether I mean to or not. And I don't always buy something, but I always look around and there's always new stuff coming through. They very quickly push new things in and old things out. So if you're interested in a series that you see, either buy it when you see it or write it down because you will not see it there forever. It's something that cycles through, kind of like, you know, an old movie store used to do. You know, they would put out the new movies and then they would cycle out the old ones, or they would sell the old ones. But, you know, that's why most of the series I have you can't find in stores anymore because they're so old. And I have to go online to buy all of Yu Yu Hakusho, which is going to be a ton. And also Ranma Half and all the other ones. But like, My Hero Academia you can still get, so I need to finish that one while it's still in stores so that I don't struggle too hard with finding it. Or I could buy it used if I get it now. Maybe it'll be cheaper. Yeah, that's my entire manga collection. I have a ton and I want to buy more because I love manga and graphic novels. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Please like this video if you did like it, and subscribe to my channel if you stuck around this long. I just love you guys. You've been really nice to me since I've started making booktube videos, and I'm just really excited and happy, and I don't know, I just feel kind of right at home, you know. And sometimes I may not have the most creative video ideas, but sometimes I just want to show you what I have and I want to talk about the things I enjoy. So I hope you understand. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.